Hey y'all, Lady Ryu here. Come and join me today and I'll show y'all how to make this super easy and cute reversible baby blanket. They're super simple to make really great gifts. And it's perfect for a beginning sewing project as well. Alright, for this you'll need a yard and 1/8 of 2 different fabrics, a piece of scrap fabric if you'd like to do your monogram, and I'm also including like some little goodies. It's usually like a stuffed animal, a binky, and a book. I usually go with like a theme. I just fussy cut the first name of the baby's name starts with the E. It's a really good letter because my first name starts with E also. Now there's several ways to attach the applique to the quilt. You can use, I like to use heat and bond and attach it to the back, and it basically makes like an iron-on patch with the letter, and then I press it onto the quilt, and then I just machine stitch around the edges, or you can just pin this directly onto one side and hand stitch it on. So I'm going to use the Heat and Bond or the Pilon Wonder Under. You just want to make sure, it's kind of hard to see, that you want the shiny side with the glue to be on the back part of your letter. And you're just going to press it on, and then you would just peel the paper off the back and then place it directly on the quilt backing or front, whatever side you want it on, and then you just press it on. Okay, I'm going to press on my letter here. I want to make sure the glue side is facing up and I have the letter the right way. And I'm just going to use a piece of scrap fabric, or actually no, use parchment paper right on top. And then I'm just going to press. I'm going to use the smooth setting for this. Pretty good. Okay, I have it all pressed. I'm just going to peel parchment paper off and trim off this excess. I'm going to peel the paper from the back here and attach it to the garment. Okay, I placed my letter on the quilt backing. I just made sure the selvage edge was at the bottom here. And I'm leaving enough room for seam allowance. So I kind of just want it in the bottom corner. And I peeled the paper off the back. I'm just going to press my letter on. Be careful because it likes to move. To mention, for this, I'm actually using flannel on both sides. Okay, so if the, sorry, what was I trying to say? If your fabric person cuts one piece a little longer, you can just pin it and just trim off the extra. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, so the bottom edge I'm going to pin, but I like to leave, you're going to leave like a hand's width or the space in the middle, because you're going to reach in there and flip it out after we're done stitching all the way around. I like to use the hand's width so my whole hand can reach in there so I can poke out all the corners. And when I do that, I pin a little differently. I actually put my pins this way, so that's kind of like I have a start point and an end point. So now I stitch all the way around till I reach this pin right here. And if your pins are bent like this, my cousin likes to keep them. I just like to throw them away, but don't use them. Okay, I'm back. I trimmed off my extra piece here. I may use this as a little bow or something, just to recycle it. So I have my fabric all ready to go. I'm just gonna stitch around, start at my starting pin, stop my stopping pin. And I'm going to be stitching at 5/8. Maybe it would help if I put it off of the zigzag stitch. So we're just going to do a straight stitch for that. And make sure you back stitch. Know at the corners I like to back stitch. Make sure your needle's down before you lift your presser foot up, pivot your fabric around, lay your presser foot back down, and then make sure you back stitch it in. Reinforce the corners. Okay, so back. I have my edges stitched out. I have my opening right here. And I'm just going to clip my corners straight across. All 4 corners. You want to clip close to the seam, like that. That just helps you have a nice rounded corner. Do the same thing if you're making like pillows, pillow cases, your bags. Clip the corners. I always like to start at the far corners. And then the closer ones. You kind of just pull it as you go. And when you get, bulk of it out, you can go back and poke out your corners. And poke out your corners. Alright, I like to give it a little shake. Make sure everything is out. Oh, just a corner. There we go. Give it a little shake. And you see we got one side with the E. And then we have the other side. And then this is the finish. To finish this, you're just going to take that. And sometimes it's hard to find. The opening. Here it is. And normally at this stage, the edges are tucked in on the inside. You're just going to pin it right here, and then we're just going to top stitch around. I like to top stitch at a 1/4 inch. Scant 1/4 inch, so not quite a 1/4 inch, but all the way around, and we're done. To gauge that, sometimes I just keep the edge of my fabric just on the inside of my presser foot. And I use that as a guide. Okay, so I finished top stitching it. Here's our blanket. It's cute. A little applique at the bottom. I mean, like I said, you flip it. This one's apparently directional. You flip it and you have another bonus blanket. So all you do now is just fold it. You can roll it, fold it, tie a bow around it, throw it in a gift bag. I'm actually mailing this one out to a friend of mine. He and his wife are expecting their first child. So congratulations, Corey and Kelly. This will be on its way shortly. And that's it. So like, share, subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.